My name's Danny. I'm a recovering addict. Hey, Danny. A lot of stuff is going through my mind right now. And the first thing that comes to my mind is that how powerful God is. And let me understand the gifts that are right in front of me today. And a reflection of what went on before is what I'm grateful for. I don't even remember the last time I heard or remembered Seven Trees, and I heard Seven Trees Church when I walked in there. And the disease of addiction in my life was and is so powerful that it wanted to kill me for a long time. It couldn't kill me, so it deceived me and took me to a place where it almost took my mind. And it was in Seven Trees. I mean, I was faithful. I was a good addict. I was faithful. I was consistent. I suited up and I showed up and I didn't come back to it. I didn't get to come back to it. So in recovery, I don't ever, and my story is I've never had to come back to recovery because I'm afraid of the power of the disease of addiction. So what I'm saying is that one time it deceived me up enough to tell me that I already ruined this and I wasn't started with this way back. So why don't you just start eating it? Putting it together in a little toilet paper and eat it. And it took my mind from me one day and I didn't get it back for about 3. So I have empathy for other addicts that sometimes have things that carry back from their active addiction, like facial tics and behaviors that sometimes I don't understand. So God allows me to have empathy because for the grace of God, there go I. So you know what, this gift today, being able to, I get here and I build the foundation of recovery, and what happens is initially before I can start building, I had to surrender. I had to surrender all my best thinking. So when I left it at the door, I just got naked and I said, hey God, you know what, I know somewhere along the line, before I was deceived, I was a good boy. Can I get some of that back? Yes. Can you help me with that? Yes. Because you're so powerful, you can help me, you can restore me back to who my mom said I could be when I grew up. But I took it with my power and deviated from life. So what happens when I surrendered, I came back and I got to build on my recovery. I knew how to say no. I said no, because at first I couldn't say no at all. It was no thanks, you don't have enough. Then it was no thank you. No thank you. And then now it was no thank you because it wouldn't benefit me and my children. That's where it developed into. And then when I knew it wouldn't be good for me and my children, then I said for my new lifestyle. After that, I started building again on the credibility and the character of the man I always wanted to become, but I never knew how and didn't give myself enough credit because of the fact that I was consumed and isolated with my disease over here. So after I started doing that, I wanted to flourish into this man, but I didn't know how to do a lot of things. So I said, I'm going to surrender again, and I'm going to humble myself, and I'm going to run after winners. And when this gentleman came down to Gilroy, he was on his motorcycle. And he got in his little stuff, and I said, man, I like what he had to say. And you know what I like what he had to say? See, I already had a sponsor, and let me tell you something. This is real for me. I've already got over 10 years at this point. So I don't need a sponsor, because I told you I don't come back to recovery. I got that sponsor. I'm working hard with my sponsor. I have that thing called a support group. When I got here, I was almost 400 pounds. So my sponsor told me, when you get a support group, you better know the qualities of the men you hang out with, because you'll crush them because you're too big. I had to hold on to that. I had to literally visualize if I leaned, if you didn't have a good quality, maybe a good car, a good old lady, or a good this, or a good smile, but you didn't have anything in here, I'll crush you. And there I go again with my self-will, running over people. So anyway, so I'm looking for good men. I don't need a sponsor. Sometime when you go up to somebody with a lot of time, they go, there's another one. He needs my help. let me dangle it. Let me throw the number and watch him go catch it. And then I'll let him call me about 3 times. Because I'm all that. Then I'll call him back if he is persistent enough. That means he's good. Well, I didn't get that with him. I followed him on his motorcycle and I pulled him over on the street before he got on the freeway. I said, my name is Manny and I'm an addict and I heard you. And you know what? I need help. Can you help me? I'm building and revisiting my support group and I'd like to get to know you. I need to let you know what I need from you. Because I'd let you know before. You know what I need from you. Because I'm letting you know.
Okay.
There you go. You have the focus. You have the focus.
That's all right.
I want to get to know you. I want to get to know what you have. And see, in my new life, I told him. I said, you know what? And you can see. Sometimes I'm so excited about my new life. I get so excited. I start talking. And I don't process my thinking.
Say that.
So what happens is that I need a teacher to help me slow down and visit what's going on in here. My process is through meditation, God put something in my heart. This thing has to stop. It has to literally take a hike and go through my back and get in line with God, in back of Him. And my processor can clearly convey my message of hope and recovery that was so freely given to me. So I asked this gentleman, can you help me? Because I get so fixated, so worked up that I started just cussing. And I want you to know, and I want you to hear me. Don't you know? Woo, woo, woo. And then I walked away and I said, no. So it's almost like affect. It don't match. I'm telling you everything about God and how close and how in line I want to get with God, but I'm just shooting all this bad language. So I asked him, I need one thing from you. Can you show me how to process and slow down so I can convey my message clearly from my heart, not what's going on up here? He says, I can help you, Dan, because you know what? We mature in recovery. We not only mature for ourselves, but we mature for our family. And we understand our position of who we want to be as men in recovery, as a father, as a leader, as someone that covers our family and leads them. And don't get me wrong, at the same time, I'm asking him this. I know how this man is polished, but at the same time, I'm thinking, he has time for me, he's not going to judge me. Because I fall short. I'm falling short right in front of him. And he doesn't come up and say, hey, I quoted you, I wrote down about 6 times that you spoke, and you said of this and of that and of this. He doesn't do that. And I don't even come up to him and tell him after my chair, hey, how was my performance? It ain't a performance. It ain't a performance. It's about what God puts in my heart to convey, to show you how grateful I am for this program. Because due to my devices, I'll go back there and ruin everything. So anyway, so in longevity, and let me specify what I meant by that. In long term of who I want to be and getting closer to God, I allow myself to humble myself and ask men like this, can I get to know you? So spontaneously, the addict always wants what he wants when he wants it. He don't get it the way he wants it. There ain't no longevity. There ain't no perseverance. So, you know, this message is for me as well as for anybody else. If you want good men in your life, and he might not answer the phone, thank God he did, but that don't defer me. It don't make me any better or a worse day. That means that I got to show him and myself that I can get what I want. I don't stop. And so now we get to go on motorcycle rides. He came yesterday. Let me tell you something. Sometimes, too, be careful what you pray for. You want all these friends. To me, it's quality. It's not quantity, it's quality.
That's right.
So my friend came and supported my son in his little thing in Livermore and brought his kids. So you know what? Sometimes be careful what you pray for. You don't need all your friends here. You just need some quality friends.